Hey, I've been accepted onto Bath Christmas Market 2024 and I'm super excited. I searched YouTube trying to find out any information anybody had about how to prepare for their first Bath Christmas Market, and I found lots of videos showing you what the market looked like and, you know, taking you on tours and stuff, but I couldn't find anything from makers about, you know, the process of you know, how to prepare for it and, you know, what you might need and yeah, how to plan for it. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to do this myself. I'm going to quickly write down everything that I can think of that I might need. So I do a kind of like brain dump of everything I needed. And I thought it might be worth documenting this process for other people, because I had a lot to think about in terms of budget. This is one of the biggest events I've ever done. So my name's Vicky and I run Pink Lime Mango, and it's a jewellery business, so handcrafted jewellery that's bright, bold and colourful. So that's what I do, and I've been running my business for 4 years now, and I've done sort of craft markets, smaller ones, and really enjoyed them. And yeah, after an inspiration from like a fellow maker saying that she thought my jewellery would do really well at the market, I thought at Bath Christmas Market, I thought, do you know what, I'm going to apply. Never thought that I'd actually get accepted on my first application. So yeah, I found out in the middle of June 2024 and I wasn't allowed to tell anybody straight away. So that was quite like difficult to keep it to myself. So now I can talk about it. It's great. And I'm going to show you the notes that I initially made. And hopefully that might help some of you that are also planning your first big Christmas market. Note before I show you my notebooks, my business notebooks. I fractured my ankle, so I've got my colourful rainbow toe socks on because one of my taglines is bringing joy to people through colour. So yeah, my fractured ankle is going to take like up to 6 weeks to heal. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to do a series of YouTube videos, and yeah, I'll start by looking at my book. So I like using pucker pads. So since I started my business Pink Lime Mango 4 years ago, I started documenting everything in notebooks. So I like using an A4 pad. So I'm going to go straight to where I found out about Bath Christmas Market. So bear with me, just need to look under the camera. So here we go. It says got offered a pitch, yay. So I had a brain dump because I was like, okay, what do I need to do? I've never done this big event before. So I did a list of all of the first things that came into my head. So like design the chalet, rough sketch, order stock, order materials, order packaging. Also things to do with decorations. And then in terms of marketing, I was like, okay, I'll work backwards. Accommodation, I was thinking I needed to book that quickly, which I did, but then went on to cancel it because of the cost of it. So I'm going to commute back and forth instead. It just means that I have more money available for materials that I would need to buy, because I need to make quite a lot of stock. So things like telling people where to find me and when. So my pitch is actually for 7 days, so it's on the 28th of November and that runs until the 4th of December. So I'm actually there for the first week of Bath Christmas Market. So I've got a chalet there on Bath Street, which I'm really looking forward to. So it's things like lighting, getting an EE dongle, because I was, recommended to get one of those. So these are the dates and times that I'm going to be there. Bath Christmas Market, the organisers have been absolutely amazing, and they've given me a lot of information about measurements of the chalet, so I kind of know what size decorations I need, and I've done a layout in my living room, so I've measured it out in tape to see if my current displays, my market displays, fit in it, and they do, so that's good. So I use this notebook. I do to-do lists in it. I also write down sort of my feelings, and like for here, like I've put trying to work out how much stock I need, how many sales per day I might need, and it is a guessing game. It says it's all guessing, so don't worry too much. I can base it on things like the average spend of the market per person was about £27 last year. So for me, I know my average order value on my website is between £35 to £40 for my jewellery. So I was thinking average spend might be £30 for December, for Christmas 2024. So I'm kind of basing it on that. I've done like a list of all the payments and my instalments and when they needed to be paid. So yeah, lots of calculations. I was working out accommodation here, and then I was hesitating about booking accommodation because it was very expensive, but I also wanted to be near my pitch, and it's going to be dark at night when I finish. I'll be tired, and there was lots of like concerns like that about, oh, am I going to be all right traveling back and forth like late at night sort of thing. But I think it's going to be okay. There's going to be a lot of people around anyway, but yeah, it's more exhaustion because I have got an illness that causes fatigue. So yeah, hence why I'm only doing the 7 days. This is like a rough cost. So with accommodation, that really bumped it up. I've done a more detailed budget since then. So I've done a whole spreadsheet, a whole list of all the things that I might need. And I'm trying as much as I can to stick to that budget. I've just done a stock order for materials, which is really, really, helpful. So it gives me a guide to, that says the logistics are doing my head in. Yeah, it was just so exciting at the beginning because I was like, oh, I've never done this before. And it's like, okay, what do I need? And, what size stuff do I need? Can I like fit everything in my car? Do I need to hire a van? And, I worked out how many hours I'll be trading, so 6 to 7 hours, and I was trying to work out, goals. And then, so I did a outlandish goal of £50,000 in sales, which is a bit nuts, to be honest, for 7 days trading. But it's good to aim high, but I think that was just way too high. And then realistically, I did it on 8 sales an hour with an average spend of £30. That's quite modest, I think, but I literally have no idea how many people are going to visit my chalet and decide to buy a pair of earrings, for example. So yeah, I try to kind of estimate as much as I can. I've done a lot of calculations, and in the end it does come down to, like I've done price points and stuff. It does come down to how much I can physically make in the time. So I've done a plan. I bought this big A1 planner, which I will show. I worked backwards basically, and I allowed like 2 weeks for illness. However, with my little fractured ankle, I didn't realise that, I'm going to kind of be out of action, not able to walk and drive very well for like 6 weeks. So it's going to take me time to recover. So yeah, getting unable to work was one of the things that was worrying me, because I work on my own. I run the business on my own. I do everything, and I work the stuff getting nicked or broken. I can't do much about that, but I can try and make it harder to steal stuff. Yeah, so what can I do now? Because I think I was just like raring to go. So I had markets in Bradford on Avon to kind of organise as well. So I did a whole marketing email plan for the Bradford and Avon markets, and also for Bath Christmas markets. I've already scheduled like emails counting down to Bath Christmas market, and I just need to add like photos in there when I've got them. Yeah, so I'm surprised. I've actually done quite a lot. Yeah, just reading through this now. This is more sort of email planning. I've set myself rules, trying to, limit my overthinking and worrying about things like accommodation and how much stock to make. There's a lot of kind of practical things like tools that I need to borrow, but that will all be fine. I keep an eye out in places like Lidl and Aldi to see if they've got any cheaper tools, but I can also borrow some. Dad's got lots of tools. He's really handy like that. So I do have a drill and stuff like that. I have got basic tools, but it would be really handy to have things like cordless drills and stuff, which I don't have. All of mine are wired. So this is just like planning. So these are the events, birthdays and things coming up that I need to put onto a planner. So I might have to delete some of that out because it's people's birthdays, but yeah. So this is a list. I've started to write a big list of things that I might need. And this is all on a spreadsheet now. So I've used Google Sheets because I quite liked the layout of that. I actually found a budget sheet as well. So I've transferred the big list into budget and costs kind of thing on a spreadsheet. This is me trying to work out gift boxes, but that could be for another video because I'm wanting my brand to be colourful but also luxury, and I also, most importantly, want to use sustainable packaging. So all of the boxes, everything, I want it to be recyclable or biodegradable. I do encourage my customers to reuse their boxes at the moment because not all of the boxes that I use, I'll show you them here actually. I've got them just over here. So this is the current box I use. So I put a sticker on it at the moment. It's got a glossy finish on the box. So that's not ideal for recycling. But it's a cheaper option because obviously to order a bulk load of the boxes that I do want that are eco-friendly, it's going to cost a lot of money. These are some of my new earrings. It's a little sneak peek there. Yeah, so that's another decision to make. I will go into packaging in another video. So I'm doing the cost of products, polymer clay, that's sterling silver, findings, arch, and then yeah, so there's a lot of calculations that I did, kind of went crazy with this. And then I thought about what's the customer base of Bath Christmas Market. So who's going to be visiting? It's going to be residents, tourists, people buying gifts mainly. And there's going to be quite a nice mix of people from different countries as well, which I'm really looking forward to because it's always exciting to get a bit of feedback from people from other countries. I met a whole bunch of Spanish people at Bradford-on-Avon Market who absolutely loved my jewellery and they were so enthusiastic about it. And yeah, that was absolutely lovely. They really loved it. So these are all my calculations about the boxes that I'd really like to get and the gift bags, comparing different suppliers basically. Yeah, it's quite a big decision because I really want to get branded boxes now, rather than, you know, sticking labels onto paper bags and stuff and sticking labels onto boxes, which is fine, but yeah, it's quite a lot of money to invest, to be honest. So this is a rough plan of what jewellery I might make, and I'm kind of calculating my realistic time of making. So like, even though I was doing this sort of in June, end of June, I totally appreciate how long it takes me to make things and how much time I need to think about things. I need space to be honest, to daydream, and I need space to rest. And obviously, you know, things happen like you can't control. So, you know, I've basically got ill because I can't, you know, I'm not as mobile as I usually am for a few weeks. So I've got to factor that in. Luckily, my hands are okay, so I can still make things, but I get very, very tired and need to rest a lot at the moment. So this is about how to write my emails. I was getting advice on how to do that. I was calculating the value of my current stock I've got at the moment. So I have got about £6,000 worth of stock, which is quite a lot. So, I mean, it's good in the sense that I have got stock to sell at markets, but obviously I want to move that stock because I want to make space for new jewellery. So yeah, this is my planning about emails. I wanted to name my emails, my email newsletters. So I've called them Mango Mail. And I was trying to think of a name. So Mango Mail just, yeah, sounded quite cool to me. So that's what I've done. And then this is me planning a series of email newsletters, getting ready for Bath Christmas Market. So I did all of this on the 27th of June, which is a bit nuts. But I did think it's one thing that I can do now. Like, I couldn't sort of announce to people this huge event that's coming up and how excited I was, but I could plan my marketing. So I've done some of that. And I've got presets there. So this is probably to do with some graphics that I was designing. I can't actually remember. I think it's, to do with business cards and stuff. But yeah, I'm looking at the open rates for my previous emails. Oops, I'm gonna have to delete that. So that was just my most engaged subscribers, but it's got their names on there. I'll finish on that page because the next page actually has got my customers' names on, so I don't want to share that. I was basically purging email subscribers that haven't engaged with my emails for, the last 6 months or something, or a year. Awesome. Well, I hope that was useful. It feels kind of weird because that's the first time I've shared one of my business notebooks, and it feels like that's an insight into like my crazy mind, basically. So I do a lot of planning, I do a lot of overthinking, I do a lot of worrying, so that's why writing things down really helps me, and I hope it helps you too. And thank you for bearing with the wobbly video. I will start to use tripods again when I can be bothered to set them up, but I wanted this to be a very kind of like just spur of the moment, well, as much as spur of the moment can be done. I did put makeup on and made sure there's no like distracting things in the background, and so there was a bit of preparation anyway. But I just hope that was useful to you, like if you're planning to do your first Bath Christmas market as well. So thanks for watching.